Welcome to VoiceOver Freedom on YouTube. Glad to have you here. Today's topic is, do you have to be tech savvy in order to get into voiceovers? This is a great question, and some people get a little intimidated. They wonder, well, do I have to know about recording? Do I need to know about editing? Mics? Do I need to know about how to use everything at an expert level? And this is a very valid concern. You want to do things well, so you don't just want to be guessing and kind of hoping things work. When I started this, I didn't really have very much experience actually recording or with voice acting. And so I actually learned from scratch. I taught myself how to record, how to edit, how to mix in music. And it definitely is a skill, but it doesn't have to be as hard as you might think. I think that nowadays, with the advancements in the tech, how they've simplified it, they've made improvements to the software. This is something that you could actually learn as far as the recording, editing, and tech part. You could probably learn that in maybe a week or a weekend if you're really good. The easiest parts are going to be the recording and the editing. The more intricate parts are going to be things like actually EQing, compression, noise gate. And what that means is actually taking out background noise. It means getting the volume just right. It means making sure that everything's even. So that's what those things mean. And that's something you do have to learn. There's certain settings that you can learn, but it doesn't have to be intimidating. Once you know the secret and the key to actually where to click and what does what, then you can actually get some really great results. And so that's what I'm here to actually teach you is the art of voiceover, the art of recording, and how to make this successful. So it doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to be tech savvy to do this. Downloading the program is free. Audacity is the program that I recommend to actually start recording voiceovers. Totally free, so you got nothing to lose there. You can get yourself a simple microphone. You don't have to have a fancy mic. So it doesn't have to be complex, thousands of dollars with all the bells and whistles. Start with a simple USB mic that you can afford. Once you have the software and the microphone, then you can jump into the audio program and start learning to record. Recording is as simple as clicking record, just like on your phone, just like on a traditional tape recorder. You hit record and it starts recording. Then when you're done recording, you hit stop, just like on a traditional tape recorder. And then you actually edit out the mistakes that you made. So when you're reading a script, you're going to make mistakes. That's totally normal. You're going to highlight the mistakes and you're going to click delete. So that is, in a nutshell, the basic process. It's just as simple as it sounds. The part where it gets a little more intricate is actually editing that audio. So taking it from amateur to professional level. You don't have to be tech savvy, but you do have to spend a little bit of time learning what tools you have and how to use them. Again, that's what I teach. That's what I'm here to tell you how to do, because these are things that I've learned and I've been able to consolidate them into simple step-by-step rules so that you can actually get really great results out of them. And it's going to be much easier actually having someone teach you how to edit your audio than actually learning this all by yourself. So you don't have to be tech savvy. You can do this on a budget with simple gear using free audio software like Audacity. And if you're ready to get started, I have created a step-by-step voiceover course. I've created a step-by-step starter course that you can get in the link in my description, which actually walks you through that whole process from getting your microphone to creating your booth to training your voice to actually recording and editing in Audacity. So you're going to learn all the tools, how to use the different features, how to actually get your audio sounding professional. That's all included. So again, check that out. It's in the link in my description. It's a one-time $27. So Lemonade says, I rent, so I can't put up sound panels. Do you have any recommendations? I have a loud AC. Yes, use moving blankets. So moving blankets is another great alternative. Basically, they're just these big blankets that dampen the sound, and people use them to move furniture from place to place. So you can get them for $5, $10 a pop. Super cheap, super effective. And yeah, anyway, hang those up. You can also make a picture frame. So what I did once is I got a big piece of cardboard and I glued these sound panels onto the cardboard and I hung the cardboard up like a picture frame. So it only made one hole instead of various holes. So that's basically a couple suggestions that you can use. You don't have to make holes if you don't want to. You don't have to use glue or adhesives. There's other ways to do it. Again, moving blankets, using sound panels in a picture frame, There's different ways to make it work. So yeah, definitely get creative. Feel free to get creative. I've even gone as far as making a fort. So I just threw the blanket over like a chair or whatever I built. You can make a PVC booth. Now, what that means is you can get these tubes, these little plastic tubes from Home Depot, and make a booth out of them, and then just throw the blanket over, and you're good to go. No holes, no glue, no mess. You just build like this, like a frame, like a crate almost, and then you just throw the blankets over. Do you have to do it from a laptop or desktop? You can use either, but personally, I'm a big fan of laptop computers. They're more portable. I like it because I can work in the living room or in the kitchen or just take it to the booth. So, besides that, it's basically just comes down to which one's quieter because they both do the same purpose. Will you show us the process of delivering the voiceover sample to a company in the course? That is something I show in the pro course. So, not in the starter course. The starter course gets you started with the demo, all the fundamentals, the voice training, recording, editing, the gear equipment. And then there's a guidebook that you can get, which goes into the jobs, the websites, all of that good stuff. And then there's another course that I made, which is the pro course, which is basically once you actually finish all the starter course, there's a special offer to get into the pro course. And that's where you can see more of the business side and delivering the sample to the company.